Welcome to O'Reilly Maths. In this video we're going to be talking about flattening the curve. So this is something you've been hearing a lot about in the news, and something that governments around the world are trying to do. They're trying to flatten the curve so that they can manage the situation with coronavirus, COVID-19. So this graph here I've taken from the HSE website and Ireland's Health Service website to illustrate the point. Okay, so we have our y-axis here, which is the number of cases, and there's no numbers here, so it's just to give you a general idea. And then on the x-axis here we have time going by in days or weeks or whatever. So you can see there's two scenarios here, there's two curves. Okay, so if we look at this first curve, if we allow the uncontrolled transmission of the disease, so if everybody stayed in school, everybody kept going to work, and everybody kept doing the things that they were normally doing, the disease would spread through the population very, very quickly. Okay, so as time is going by, the disease would be spreading very quick. That's why this is steep here. It would eventually hit a peak and then it would begin to decrease the number of cases as time goes by. However, in this situation here, you can see it happens quite quickly, and the number of cases hits a very high number here compared to this situation. Now, in every country there's a certain number of cases that they can handle, that their health system can handle. So in Ireland, the line is this, represented by this broken line here. So this is the healthcare system capacity in Ireland. That's taking into account emergency visit rooms, intensive care units, staff, equipment, and all those things we're hearing about as well. So what everyone's trying to do is to get the peak of the curve down below this line in each country. Okay, so that's why they're introducing control measures to slow the spread of the disease and to reduce the burden on hospitals. So that's why you're all probably watching this video from your home. It's why you're washing your hands all the time, not going out, doing the usual things you're doing, and practicing social distancing. And we'll do another video on that and the importance of that also. So you can see with this curve here, if you do implement controls and if people follow them, and it is very important to do that, what happens is you get a curve that is more spread out over time. So the number of cases that happen as time goes by, it rises slower, the number of cases. And the peak, when it does get to its worst point, the peak is a number that is close or under or just above, in this case, what a healthcare system can handle. Okay, so that's why everybody's talking about flattening the curve. The other thing that this does, if you think about the x-axis here, as time goes by, it gives you more time before you hit your peak. So in the worst case scenario with uncontrolled submission, when you get to this point here on the x-axis, this many days, you're at the worst situation, and it's way above what you can handle with your healthcare system. Whereas here, if you follow this curve here now, as time goes by, it takes a longer time to hit your worst case scenario. So what this does is it gives the government and hospitals, etc., more time to plan for equipment, as well as reducing the worst case, the day on which the highest number of cases happens. It delays it as well, which helps the situation. So that's why everybody's talking about flattening the curve.